right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Chili and Chandler's, the fun time super terrific happy hour. Welcome, Chandler.
Welcome, Joey.
Boy.
No idea why you're running away there, cat. That wasn't that loud. She got sprayed by the, you know.
Oh, I was
All right,
like,
so no, I didn't. Yeah,
I
she
thought
just.
you were being like got sprayed by a skunk for a second when you're like, oh, so you got sprayed. I'm like, oh,
I hope not, man. She doesn't go outside. It would mean a skunk got inside my apartment.
I'm just
That's
saying.
not, and that wouldn't be cool at all. On the second story as well. Right. All right. So, welcome to our September 29th edition. Here's our holidays for today. Did you know it's National Coffee Day? I don't know if you do you drink coffee?
Not unless it's got so much crap in it, it doesn't taste like coffee.
All right. And it's also National Silent Movie Day. So it's what back like a nod back to the classics way back in the day, right? The Charlie Chaplins and stuff. There's no dialogue. Just you remember you watched oh my gosh, Three Amigos, right?
Yeah, hell, do you
Yeah.
drink coffee?
No, I don't drink coffee at all, man. I drink water, water and juice, no coffee. But no, I was thinking like I'll come back to that story in a second for because now that I brought up Three Amigos, I like how that movie was like in the early 1900s, and they would do those movies, when and they would have like all that makeup on, and then you wouldn't see like you wouldn't hear audio. You had those cue cards they had to read or whatever. But
Yeah, like what it popped up and it's like, oh, mouth moving in, and they're like, whatever the heck they would say, I don't know.
yeah, their mouth might move for like 20 seconds, and then you go to the cue card and it's like two words they said, and you're like, what? But what are you gonna say about coffee? You're just curious if I drink it too?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Apparently, I think there used to be a coffee club at my school where you had to like pay money to be able to use like I guess you could drink the coffee from the coffee pot. I don't even know if people make coffee in the lounge anymore. I don't think a lot of my teachers, if they drink coffee, they like get it from Starbucks or what's it now what's the Coffee Brothers? What's that one? The Dutch
Oh,
Brothers.
Dutch Brothers.
Yeah, like maybe they get it from them. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I just know I don't do it. But no. Hey, so it was more of our background fodder for if I ever want to do some behind the scenes stuff. But we started talking about ratings, right? Remember how we would rate our show?
Yeah.
You know that conversation? So I linked this here. So this is the official rating system, and I figure you and I can decide where we fit in. I think I kind of have an idea where you and might go with, but real quick. So
I'm like,
if
I
we
can
were
skip.
level if we're level G, all ages are admitted, and nothing would offend parents for viewing by children, right? PG, some material may not be suitable. Parents are urged to give parental guidance. May contain some material parents might not like for the young children. PG-13, some material may be inappropriate for children under 13. Parents are urged to be cautious. Some material may be inappropriate for pre-teenagers. Rated R, under 17 requires an accompanying parent or adult guardian. Contains some adult material. Parents are urged to learn more about the film before taking their young children with them. Or NC-17, no one under 17 will be admitted. Clearly, it's adult and children are not admitted. Where would you guess we fall in this system?
Okay, so while you were talking and kind of going through all that, I googled Shrek to see the rating of Shrek. Shrek is PG, so I think we're PG.
Yeah, see, I think we're PG because we allude to stuff, but we bleep it out. We're clearly not level G. I mean, I think we cross out G automatically, and I would cross out R and NC-17. So it's like this that PG or PG-13 thing, but because we bleep out a lot of stuff, I definitely would see we're PG.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was our goal, was to make sure like it was more.
You're like, just throw that in there, right?
Our goal was to be more like rated, so like we wouldn't have to worry about anybody getting offended ish.
Yeah. I mean, that's the life we live in 2023, right? You don't want to upset people.
Wow.
Speaking of kind of a little sidebar on that, we had a PBS meeting this week, right? For positive behavior and incentive system, right?
Yeah.
I like rewarding kids for doing the right things, right? Don't get me wrong, but I also think we go a little too overboard. So we have this system in the cafeteria. We have a green cup, orange cup,
Right.
what the cones? I'm sorry, green cone, orange cone, red cone. If you get so many green cones, every time you get a green cone, you color in this paper, and you get if you fill out the paper, the letters, then you get a reward, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they were talking about it, and they were asking how my class is doing. I was like, my class, they get more oranges than greens. And I was like, and so anyway, then one of the teachers like suggested, she's like, well, how about if they get 3 oranges, you make that a green? I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was like, you're talking to the wrong teacher. I was like, I'm not going to reward my kids for not achieving expectations. I was like, that's not going to happen. I was like, if they're supposed to get a green and they don't get a green, well, guess what? They don't get a reward for it. I have no problem doing that. I was like, are you like me or what? I was like, I'm not just going to give you something just because. I was like, you got to earn it.
No, like the, and we don't do it now that I moved to a district outside of the San Antonio area. But when I was working in San Antonio, there was like a program called San Antonio Kids Win or Attend to Win or something like that. If it was for attendance purposes, and like so, the city like gave districts money to divvy up to their campuses to try and improve attendance for kids that were like low attendance. So like if you like always you're like 60% of the time, 70%, like you're like really low on attendance, like for school, then you got identified, and if you increase that attendance percentage, then we're supposed to use these money to get you like little prizes, like decent prizes, not like a whistle or something, a spider ring, but like hey, we're gonna get you a little phone case. You want a little phone case? We got some phone cases to pick from. We got like decent little trinkets for kids, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just like, dude, like, so like in order to qualify, if you're showing up 60% of the time and all of a sudden you're showing up 70% of the time,
Yeah.
then you qualify. But the thing is, it wasn't over the course of the whole year. It's the course of like a month.
Well, I don't like. There's so many things we do to kind of incentivize, and I'm just like we have attendance. What do they call them? Attendance mentors, right? And I'm like, I'm at elementary school. It's not my second graders' fault that they're tardy all the time. That's their parent. And it's like, but I'm supposed to. We're like these mentors might give them a little prize because they showed up that day. Well, again, whose fault is it that they might not be coming? It's not the kid. Hey, by the way, just so you know, fingers crossed. I had it on Do Not Disturb, but I was in another menu while I was recording. I hope the sound wasn't screwed up the first couple of minutes or whatever, right?
Oh,
we're good now, but I mean, like, we'll find out.
You can always say that you're gonna edit it out, and then that makes it to the live episode anyway.
I'll record the first 12 minutes of me talking to myself in your voice. Like, hey, Joey.
Why do I sound like that?
Yeah. See, look what happens to the computer right here. Just popping myself out there. So yeah, I agree with you. I think we're PG, and I also liked it how well. I mean, we're friends, so we got a lot in common. It's nice that we're kind of on the same page in the reward system and stuff. I had lunch, but I do lunch bunch every Thursday, and I think it was last Thursday I did it. This kid, even though I told him you're eating in the cafeteria, because I bring the kids back that earn it to the classroom when we watch a movie on Thursdays while we eat.
Mm-hmm.
And this one kid came back, like his teacher brought him down there. And I was like, dude, turn around. Like I've told my teachers told me that a lot of teachers at my school don't like doing lunch bunch because they don't like telling kids they don't earn it, right? I was like, I have no problem. I was like, I'm not gonna be a jerk about it, but I was like, dude, you didn't earn it. Go back. I was like, you're not just gonna stay here just cause, but
it's the attitude like that for the teachers that are like, oh, I don't want to hurt the kids' feelings. It's not like you're hurting their feelings. Like I always tell people, like this whole like participation trophy and giving the trophy to everybody, no matter what, because you don't hurt their feelings. Giving them a certificate every time because we have perfect attendance and we have A, B honor roll and A on roll. And then for the other ones, you're like most improved dress code over the last 3 weeks, like something like that. That's how you breed school shooters, is what I think. Like psychopath, crazy people, because they graduate high school and they go out in the real world, and it's like, I showed up to work all week. What are you gonna do for me? And they're like, give you a paycheck. That's what we're gonna do. What?
Pay your salary.
What else are you gonna do? Nothing. Give you a paycheck. That's what we're. That's your incentive. Like that's your incentive to show up to work is you get paid what we agreed we were gonna pay you.
Give him a pat on the back, man. That's.
And then all of a sudden people are like, well, you're not. That's you need to boost morale. No, just do your job, man. Show up and do your job. Get the money you want, so you can go do whatever you want outside of it. That's what it is.
Somebody posted on Facebook, like their kid did a good, like they were at some meet, right? Some like cross country or track meet or whatever, and they got seventh place. So they got a better time. They had an improved time, right? Like one of their best times ever. But they got seventh place, and then they said they got a ribbon, and I'm like, you got seventh place. Why did you get a ribbon? It's like that. And then it reminds me of Seinfeld. Where's the ribbon? Where's the ribbon?
They give.
You got a problem with the ribbon?
They're like the parent gives the kid the ribbon when they get home. They're like they forgot to give it to you at the meet, and it's like written in marker because mom made it.
I don't remember that happening a lot. I mean, I didn't get a whole lot of trophies growing up. It's probably because I didn't win a whole lot of things. But you know, the trophies I did get, guess what? They actually meant something. You know,
Yeah,
they actually meant. You know,
we had like my first soccer team. We got first. Second year, I was in the team in the league or whatever. We got a second place trophy. Third year, we got a second place. And the fourth year, we were like next to last, and it motivated me to like be better on the team. Like I don't want to get the crap trophy.
that's what I said. You're the one that. You're the one that. I was like thinking that story. I was like, somebody told me this story. It was you the one that you told me that before.
Yeah, because
like, yeah,
you want to be a winner. Like it feels good to get the big trophy.
well, it feels yeah.
And you get like the crap trophy, and you're like, I don't want this one.
Yeah, and then you actually like I said, it means something. It's like not only did we earn it, like we actually won something here. All right, so that's cool. All right, last little thing here before break. Maybe you don't deal with this as much being with your older kids, but I don't know why parents insist on. I have there's a set of twins in second grade. I have one brother, the other one's in another class. Now they don't do this every day, but there are so many times they wear the same exact clothes. And I'm just like, why do parents want to put identical twins in identical clothes? Because then if you call the kid the wrong name, guess what? They get a little at you. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? You look the exact same. You're wearing the exact same clothes. I mean, it's kind of hard. You know, it's like, it's hard to identify the differences, you know?
Well, it already throws you off enough when their face looks exactly the same. Like I was walking through one of the campuses the other day, and I saw a kid. And then, like 3 minutes later, in another building, I saw what I was, and I just looked and I went, double take, and I said, "Hey man, you have a brother, like a twin brother?" And the kid was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool."
I did.
I want to be like, "How did you get over here? You were going the other way." Like,
this is a story. I'm laughing because I don't think I ever told you this. I think I was fifth grade, right? I go to my pencil sharpener was up near the door, right, in fifth grade, and the door was wide open. So I go to sharpen a pencil, and I see this mom walk by, right? I'm like, okay, sharpen a pencil. About 20 seconds later, I see this. Actually, it wasn't even that long, but I see the same mom walk by, and I was like, I did like do this double take. I was like, what the? I was like, I just saw that lady. And I stuck my head out the door. It's like twin. They're like adults, but they were twins, wearing the exact same clothes, walking in some file line that had them separate by, I don't know, like a good 15, 20 feet. And I'm just like, it blew my head. I was like, what the? And I thought I saw the same person, but it turned out I saw two different people, you know? I was just like, I thought I was in the Matrix, you know?
The Matrix resetting itself, man.
Yeah, I was just like, what the? Oh, man, it was crazy.
You just take Barrelin off out of the room. You're like, Neo needs me somewhere.
That was early 90s. We didn't even know what the Matrix was back then. We were plugged in, you know?
True.
So, all right, that's a quick story there. All right, quick break, man. Cool for you?
Yep. We'll see y'all
All
on
right.
the other side.
You faded out there. Going back to break. We'll be back. All right, click on this. Let's see if this works. All right, can you see all this?
I can't. I gotta get my bill.
All right, let me get my bell. Oh, good call. Let me get the bell. Better get ready, kitty. Gotta give her the heads up. Let's see what she freaks out. All right, you ready?
Ready. There we go.
Now she's used to it. She's like, yeah, whatever. All right, so we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different countries besides America, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 10 countries. Maybe I'm not counting right. 10 different countries besides us. I think that's pretty cool, man. The last week or so, we had 2 new countries. That's awesome, you know. And I may talking to some new friends, or not. I'm talking to some friends today that they may start following, or at least passing it along. So we're
Sweet.
growing, but we'll do all our toasts and then take a couple of sips, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So in Germany we say
Prost.
Prost. In South Korea we say Gunbei. In Brazil we say Sade. In England we say Cheers, mates. In Australia we say Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mate. So I looked up the Barbados thing. Fine.
All right.
It's
tell
like
us.
it almost sounds like a British Jamaican. Like is what it would sound like. The video I listened to, he's just reading. Like, he's like, this is what all accent sounds like.
Does it sound like chairs? Like does he pronounce the e's a little differently or what?
Well, no, because he was like, oh, I'm gonna read some lines so you can kind of hear how we saw it. And so he read like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, but he's like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, peta, and like that. So I was like, it's like British Jamaican.
So is it like chars?
So I guess it would just be cheers or something like that.
Cheers. All right.
It just sounded really like a British person trying to be Jamaican. Really.
And then okay, so we got our French Canadians. It's Santé.
Or Auto Santé.
Yeah, our Auto Santé. Our regular Canadians. It's Cheers, AU, hoser. Colombia. You know, I was gonna say Colombia, but it's Colombia, right? You know, like that's hard for me to pronounce. It shouldn't be. Salud. Philippines. Tagay. And then Norway, we finally have Skull. And if you remember Hooks, remember when she wanted to do that this summer? I was like, we're not listening to there yet. But now we are. So now she'll be happy. Skull. All right, so.
So when you told me about Norway earlier today, I don't know why, but I sat there and I thought of the chef from the Muppets.
Oh, yeah, Swedish chef.
I was like, oh, that's Sweden.
Yeah.
I think it goes Hinga Binga Bergen. I was like, oh wait, that's the wrong one. Can't offend nobody.
As far as I looked, let me check real quick. By the way, we're still only listening to an Earth, so I mean.
I know, it was like 100% Earth.
Sad news there, but no new states. Oh well. 100%. You want to be 100% of something, though, you know. So at least we got that going for us. But
it'll honestly be a little trippy if it ever shows anything differently.
Yeah, I just think if that happens, then we're like, we made contact. I still think that the funniest thing to me, we talk about crazy sense of humor. What if the first contact with aliens is our podcast? You know, just think about that. We're we heard Choey and Chandler in space, and we're like, yes, you know. And then the president has to apologize. I'm sorry. That's the first thing you heard. Yeah.
That'll be one of those like really like fun. How do you explain that? Be like, okay, so here's the deal. Choey and Chandler aren't really our names, and then the reason we came up with them is because back in the day, right?
It's like I still don't get it.
I don't. But we don't even understand your language. And then like one of us gets zapped. Like what was it? Mars Attacks? Was that the movie back in the day?
Yeah.
Where they just like come and they start killing everybody.
Yeah.
You just see like whichever one of us gets zapped, the other one's all no.
Hey, you gotta remind me one of these days we talk on the phone where I started getting some inspiration for the children's book. So I kind of have I feel like I have a little direction of what I want to start doing. Yeah. But I don't think I can work on it until like my plan is to write a little bit over Thanksgiving and then we can kind of share. That's my hope.
Sounds good.
All right, so you got a what's chapping there, Choey?
I do.
It's been a while.
I do.
All right, so hit us.
So when you have like school operation type stuff, and it applies to anything. It's always a lot better when you have stuff set up and you actually have a process in place. But remember, processes take time to get in place. So everything is a work in progress. Like everything, for the most part, needs like time to kind of vet it out and work it out. if something doesn't work, don't scrap it unless it's 100% doesn't work. Take the stuff that you think works, incorporate it in something new. Because like right now, what I'm going through, like this past week, I'm there. Like I'm like, hey, so how do y'all do this? Well, I do it like this. And I'm like, well, no. That's how does the district do this process? Well, I mean, I don't know how they do it on other campuses, but here we do it like this. And I'm like, okay, so how long have y'all done this? Well, we started doing it last year. I'm like, what'd you do before that? Oh, we did this other thing. Okay, well, what about before that? We kind of did this other thing. So I'm like, you had like 4 processes in the last 4 years. Like, work through this stuff. Think about it. Like, vet it out in your brain. Like, work it through like logically for a little bit before you're just like, hey, let's try this. It's just crazy. Like, and it just causes me like a lot of stress. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be a control freak, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, like, you gotta have a process in place, because if it's just like, yeah, let's see what happens this time around. Like,
Yeah, that's what I say. So it's like when people just wing it, right?
that's 100%. Like, and I realized like we're probably not the best people to like say anything about that, because like I realized some of this show is Wingate-ish.
Yeah.
But I think we have more structure.
We're a little more structured or grounded now, but yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is though, like I think honestly we started out like episode 1 with more structure than some of the processes that are in place where I'm at now. And I'm just like,
are you serious? But episode 1, we just showed up and started drinking. That's literally let's drink and talk. Drink and talk.
I feel like there are some days I've gone to work for like things, and I'm like, I can really just pop a couple and just down them in order to just let's not freak out right now.
Are you high right now? Can I get some of what you got?
But then what's crazy though, man, is like the way that like it kind of the buzzword, and I think I've told you this before, that pisses me off beyond belief. Oh, well, traditional, we do this. It's a tradition that we do that. And I'm like, do you understand what the word tradition means? Tradition means like it happens over and over. Like tradition, Thanksgiving, my tradition is we have turkey and we have a little bit of ham. We make stuffing a certain way, like a homemade recipe. And you got this and you got that. And come Christmas time, we do the kind of the same thing, but we switch up the turkey and this. You know what I mean? Like that's your tradition, not. Like tradition sometimes here, they're like, oh, well, every Thanksgiving the tradition is like 2 years ago we did turkey, and this last year we did fried chicken, and this year I think we're going to do brisket. And it's like, that's not a tradition. Tradition is like repeated. We need it. Like, so it's like one of those things, like as you get in the process of trying to get things through, you realize you're like, damn, man, we need to go back and we need to like redo the foundation, because nobody's on the same page.
You kind of, when you talk about winging it, remind me, I do, when I was in the school, I went to a junior college, or a community college, and then a 4-year university, right? Although for the teacher program, like a regular university, and I did summer school, I think like after the first year, and it's obviously like there's teacher programs you had to do or certain classes you had to take. And I remember one time there was and this girl had to hate me. We had to do like a presentation, and she's wanting to like go over it, like you're talking about, like set some structure or whatnot. I was like, hey, let's just wing it. Let's just go out there and let's just see what happens. And she was just like, if she hated me, she like kept it to herself. But I mean, I was just like thinking back later on, I was like, man, that was not great.
What a grade.
You know? It worked out well. I just didn't. I like to be spontaneous. Like I don't like a script. You know, that's me. Like I don't like sitting there and have to read this. You know, like maybe I'll glance at it and pick it up. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's like have procedure in place. You don't want to just go out there and just do something, because heaven forbid it doesn't work. You know.
Yeah.
What's plan B? You know. I get so frustrated as a former Navy person that we would have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, right? Plan E. We had all these contingencies. My district, a lot of times, they like wait till everyone else has a plan A. And then they kind of piggyback off of other districts. Like, this is what we're going to do. And then I'm like, well, so you're not being proactive. You're being what I call reactive. You're not even thinking ahead. You're just like, we're just going to react. What if your plan A doesn't work? What are we supposed to do then? You know, that bothers me, because like I think it's the whole, like I said, it's the whole Navy part of me. I'm always trying to be like a step ahead, you know, because this may not work, you know, and it sucks. So like I think we talked about last episode. I love technology, right? I love using it, but you got to be able to. You got to have something in place in case the Wi-Fi is down. And you can't just be like, well, oh, it's gonna break loose, because like it doesn't work. It's like you got to be ready.
Yeah, there's a lot of newbie teachers in our district that like 100% they rely on technology. And so they're like, well, they can't log in today, so I don't know what we're gonna do. And it's like, you're telling me like if the computer don't work, you can't teach them whatever you like. At least, I mean, you might not be able to do like the online activity that you have set up and loaded, but you can't teach them something like I love computers. I think computers are amazing. Like there's little computers that you can wear. Like you got your phone, you got your watch, you got everything.
Yeah.
Tablet computer, big screen kind of thing. But you can't log on, so all of a sudden it's like, well, today's done.
We're doing so. One of the things that got now part of our curriculum is every like unit for social studies science we have a STEM challenge, right? And it's a part of it. We're talking about this STEM challenge. We're talking about technology. And I'm like, turn and talk to your shoulder partner. When I first started introducing the word, like, what do you think technology is? Well, they all say like, oh, some computer, something with like your video games, your TV, your phone. I'm like, okay, yes, but I was like, well, technically, the definition of technology is anything that people make to solve a problem. So like, I held up a pencil. I was like, is this technology? Like I'm starting to. I have to keep doing this conversation with kids, but like they're starting to kind of get it. But I was like, like a stick outside isn't technology unless you're using it, I guess, to like wedge, like to lift up a man grate or something, But it's like, so like I know what you mean. It's like, yeah, I love doing the computer, but I had to teach before when the network's down, you're like, my plan A. That's why I've told my class before, like, okay, I'm on to plan C now because what I wanted to do didn't work. Now the computer's down. It's like, so now we got to do this, and it's like, and I tell the kids, bear with me, luckily they've been, receptive, respectful, but I'm like, you got to bear with me. This wasn't what I expected to happen, but it happened, So, but sorry, but that's why you're there, man, in your school district. Maybe you can initiate some of those plans, make life easier for the next person,
Well, I'm trying. Before we roll into teachable moments, I'm just saying the only problem is when I try to like put a process in place and you get this look like, what's wrong? Like, why would you want to do that?
Well, didn't you say your school district is like you said the word tradition earlier? They're like really hell bent on tradition. They're like, well, we've been doing this forever. And you're like, well, but does that make it work? Does it make it worthwhile?
The thing, like I said though, is like the only tradition really is that we don't really have any set traditions. That's the only tradition. It's like it's not set. And so that's when I'm like, if you want to be tradition, I'm all about tradition. Like okay, I mean, we all know. Well, we all know. I love Cowboys. I love the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Yeah.
The Irish traditionally don't put for the longest time they never put their name on the back of the jersey. It was like the same jersey all the time, and then they broke the little tradition. But that's a repeat. Like you don't have the name on the jersey. Like switching it up where you're like, yeah, name on it, name off of it. Let's put first name, let's put last name, let's do whatever. That's not a tradition. That's whatever you feel like.
I like the people that are like, hey, we did this last year. Let's keep the tradition going. I was like, that was. I spelled maniacal, by the way. I was like, that was 1 year. That's not a tradition. It's like, I had someone tell me about gender reveals. And I was like, I know gender reveals been going on for a couple years now, but I was like, that wasn't a tradition for too long, man. That's been just like that Elf on the Shelf. That's been the last 10 years or so, Yeah. That's really picked up. Maybe 10 to 15 for Elf on the Shelf. But anyway, now I get what you're talking about. All right, so let's move on over to teachable moments. Are you reading it right now? Is that why you're shaking your head?
I feel bad. I'm like, oh.
So I first want to recognize our custodians, and then this is more about me apologizing. I've apologized to them in person, but I want to apologize over the airways. Yeah. So custodians do a lot. They only get certain holidays off. They work all summer except for like 4th of July and whatnot, unless they take leave.
I got one for you. Custodians actually deal with a lot of.
Yeah, they do a lot of. Exactly. They have to clean up a lot of.
Yep.
Exactly. But I'll tell my class every year that these custodians will work all summer making the classroom look great, right? And then my kids, even though I tell them, they have the little pencil sharpeners, sharpen it over the trash can. They sharpen at their desk. The pencil shavings falls on the ground. Next thing you know, it starts smearing and it messes up the floor. But I'm like, so 2 years ago, we've done a science project where we tried to make ice cream, and we planned to do it outside. That was in the plans. Well, that day it was cold and rainy. So I was like, okay, we can do it inside. We got paper towels or whatever, right? Dude, we screwed up. We up a corner of the hallway. And one of the head concerns, she wasn't mad at us because the lady that had to clean it up, I guess it kind of been lazy lately. And so she was like, yeah. She was like, I had no problem with her doing it. But my first year, like, you're laughing at this. Now, this was completely stupid on my part. I let the kids we're doing glitter on a poster. Wasn't even thinking. Right? This is where, like, you have to, as a teacher, like you said, have to have a process in place, right? I had no process. There's glitter everywhere. Everywhere. Right? And I felt so bad for the custodian. Because glitter is, you can't get off your hands and clothes, and, like, it's just stuck on you permanently.
It's horrible. Like, I don't even understand who invented glitter. Like, it's like little bits and pieces of plastic that just like sticks on you.
Don't you have to worry? Like you have to worry. Like, if it gets inside your lungs, isn't it like super harmful? Not that you should be drinking it anyway, but like if it were to happen, because it's not childproof. You know, when you think about it, like, it's super small.
I just know that like I don't like to deal with it because you see it and it gets stuck, and then, like, the next thing you're like, it's on my arm. Like, how long has it been there? I didn't know anything. I thought that it had glitter on it. Actually,
the only thing that's worse than glitter is laminate. You know, you can't get laminate off your hand. It's all that friction or that static or whatever on it. You know.
Yeah.
But then the last thing I put out here is have you ever seen? I don't know if you ever seen little kids use bottle glue. So bottle glue works better than glue sticks, right? Yeah. But the little kids are like, rah! They got like this face where they squeeze out every little drop of glue they can. I'm like, and then their paper gets stuck to the paper on above it because it's like there's glue everywhere.
It has like those little wet spots.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I just roll my eyes at them, and I'm like, oh, you know, I don't have time to teach you proper glue etiquette. So let's just use glue sticks. You know, I'm sorry, I'm lazy there, but I was like, there's so much I got to do. It's like the last thing I want to do is like, let's focus on that one thing. Not gonna happen. But anyway, that's it for Teachable Moments
with Mr. Chandler Payne.
Yeah, and just so you know, next episode we're gonna have an Ask a Principal segment.
All right.
I got a question for you there. Okay, ask an admin. Ask admin. All right, you want to do the social plugs or what?
All right, I'll try. If I miss one, let me know. So we on Twitter, Threads,
or X.
Oh yeah, X, Twitter, X, Instagram, Threads, Facebook is Choey and Jen as well.
TikTok,
Choey and Jen, CHOEYN, the letter N, JAN. And we're on YouTube as well.
And yeah, and Facebook. I haven't looked at Facebook in a while. I hope to work on a shorter so this weekend. You know, it's been a while since we put up something new. I got ideas. You know, I always got to get your ideas out. You know, that's what's cool about us. It's creative time. You know.
I thought ideas. I don't know why for some reason I thought you said IBS. I was like, that. You just don't put that out there on the waves, man.
I gotta get my IBS out there, Choey.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time.
All right, man. Peace. Out.